It's getting kind of hard to believe things are going to get better. I've been drowning too long to believe that the tide's going to turn. And I've been living too hard to believe things are going to get easier now. I'm still trying to shake off the pain from the lessons I've learned. And if I see Van Helsing, I swear to the Lord I will slay him. Ha 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 ha! He'd take it from me, but I swear I won't let it be so. Ha 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 ha! Blood will run down his face when he is decapitated. Ah! His head on my mantle is how I will let this world know.
How you doing? I'm Tony Gaglione.
I am Count Shawn and Tony.
This is Smack Talk.
Smack Talk.
Are we gonna get right into this?
Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, the sunlight is out and it burns.
That's why we're
So we
wearing
got the
sunglasses
shades.
on.
I think we caused this to happen by wearing shades up until the World Cup.
So what happened today was Louis Suarez decided that he wanted to be someone else
Yeah.
during the Uruguay
And who he
game.
wanted to be.
I am Dracula.
Louis Suarez was Dracula.
He bit somebody again! Again! I can't say it enough. He did it again. The word again doesn't mean again once or twice. It means for the third time in his life. He's tasted blood. This man is a fiend. The game ended 1-0 to Uruguay. But that doesn't matter. What matters is blood.
It really doesn't matter. You know, the whole game is overshadowed by what just happened.
This man, dude, I should have known about this. It was 175 to 1 odds on a prop bet. Will Luis Suarez bite somebody during the World Cup? And he did. $5 would have won you $825.
So he embarrassed himself. Let's get a little more serious. He embarrassed himself and his team when he was in Holland at Ajax.
He was the captain at Ajax.
He embarrassed himself and his team when he was at Liverpool.
Okay, the Ajax one is like a young player because he just bites him and then he's like, "What up, dog? I bit you." Like he throws up gang signs. Okay, so he's young, right? That's what they kind of played it off at.
Then he's embarrassing himself as an older man at Liverpool, biting Ivanovic on Chelsea.
Yeah, and that bite's not like a dead ball because the first one it's like a give me your arm. he pulls it in and bites it. This one is like out of nowhere. He just runs up to Cellini. Cellini gives him an elbow, and he says, "You want dog? Eat him." He eats him like a dog on his chew toy. Wow.
I think it's safe to say that Cellini should have had one of these hanging around his neck.
Oh, check this out. I got a
Some
great
cloves of garlic.
Yeah. I got a great advertisement. I got a great mock advertisement. You know how they did the banana? Everyone eating a banana?
Oh, yeah, they got to throw garlic at Louis
No,
Suarez.
not garlic. No. Okay, so they did the campaign. FIFA did the fight racism campaign. And they'd be like, garlic. The chosen cologne for professionals. Stops biting everywhere. And have Cellini do it.
Oh, the best was
Have Ivanovic, Cellini, and the other guy.
the best was during the game when Suarez had the ball later, and the English announcer
He
goes,
gets fouled.
"Yeah, he made a 3-course meal out of that challenge." Wow,
It's never gonna
I
end.
can already see the headlines tomorrow.
Okay, so in this game,
We'll actually talk about the game.
Uruguay advances over Italy on second place. Yeah, sunglasses can come off.
I like the sun.
1-0. They had 14 shots to Italy's 9 on target, so they actually had some good chances. It was even on fouls, even on corners. 3-3, 19-20 on fouls. Offsides, Italy. Balotelli was offside.
Balotelli also got a yellow and got taken out, which sucks because Italy played for a draw since the game started.
Yeah, but if
and then
if they'd advanced it, Balotelli, that was the second yellow, he wouldn't have played in the next.
Understandable, but you take out your best striker. He wasn't even playing in the game.
Yeah, and then Marquisio and got a red card for a challenge up high.
That wasn't a red card. It was not a red card.
Okay, he stepped on dude's leg up here, up on the calf, in front of the ref. Okay, So the ref gives him a red card, but then the ref is like, "Hey, Suarez bit you. No big deal." I mean, you could see the teeth implants. You can see the
he
bite
broke
marks.
skin.
Yeah, he broke skin. Then right after the melee ensues with them yelling and Gaston Ramirez trying to take Cellini's jersey and cover it up like, dog, we don't.
Oh yeah,
just
that
cover
was
it
bad,
up, right? The ensuing corner, Diego Godin heads in the winner. So Uruguay advances. Now, the biggest thing is what I want to ask you, Tony, is how do you stop a guy like Luis Suarez
from what? Scoring or biting?
From scoring. I know how you stop him from biting. This is how you stop a vampire from biting. A wooden stake to the heart. This is your best back four right here. Just put it through his heart.
I'm telling you, garlics and wooden stakes.
Yeah.
You don't need a back four. That's what you need to play Uruguay.
The next time he plays in a game, the next time he's a captain ever in his life, when they do the handshake and they hand off the flags to each other, the banners, I'm slipping a clove of garlic in mine. I'm rolling up a clove of garlic. And then when he picks it up and looks at it, you go like this. Get him mad. See if he bites somebody.
Get the mics.
Yeah. Does he bite somebody ever again? Is what I want to know.
Hell yeah, he bites someone again. You know why? Because he's a dirty player, dude. And I don't care what you have to say. He's a dirty player. He's a dirty player that should be banned from international football, and the FA should ban him from Liverpool or wherever the hell he's gonna go for his big 30 to 40 million pound freaking transfer fee that he's gonna get. It's ridiculous. I'm so irritated by watching this crap. I watched it the first time, Ivanovic. Yeah, I was mad. 10-game ban. I was like, okay. I was laughing. But at the same time, 10-game ban. Fine, you got a 10-game ban. Second time, this is the third time he's bitten somebody. Third time. Mike Tyson only bit somebody once. Yeah, and he's nuts.
He took flesh out. Yo, dog.
Well, the combination of the 3 bites probably took as much flesh as Mike Tyson's one.
Yeah, this one, he definitely sunk his teeth in.
God damn.
Okay, I'm gonna defend Luis Suarez.
Yeah, go ahead. Defend him all you like.
Okay, no, I'm gonna defend him here. After the game, his post-match comments is that things happen on the pitch.
Yeah, he said exactly what you said.
Okay, things happen.
However, when you lean over into someone's shoulder and take a bite out of crime, I mean, no.
Scruff McGruff.
Yeah. You little kids don't know that because you're not old enough.
So, okay, I'm going to say I don't like the fact that he's a dirty player. But I do love the fact that he makes my life exciting. Because I'm buying a Suarez jersey, and I'm going to wear it with pride. And when somebody says, hey, isn't that the guy that buys something? I'm just going to bite him. Be like, yeah, you're right. It's like a snake.
The difference is you'll go to jail.
It's like, have you ever heard that Indian proverb?
This guy's going to get away with it. You're going to go to jail.
You know the Indian proverb? Where the woman finds a snake and it's lying dead on the side of the trail, and she picks it up, she brings it home, and she nurses it back to life. And the day it's back and healthy, she goes to set it free, and it bites her in the hand, and just she's laying there dying. She's like, snake, why did you bite me? I took care of you. I fed you. He's like, yeah. Says the B word. You know it was a snake when I bit you, or when you picked me up. It's like, Suarez is a biter. That's what he is. We call him a biter all the time. We called him a biter when he played against England.
Stats in the game. 14 shots for Uruguay, 9 on goal. 1 went in. 9 shots for Italy, 5 on goal. Fouls were 20 and 19. 1 for Italy I don't think was a red, but it was. Are you done with the...
I am Dracula.
Okay. 3 corners apiece. 3 offsides.
I am Dracula.
3 offsides for Italy, 1 for Uruguay. 55 possession to 45 in favor of Italy. 2 yellow cards apiece and 1 red to Marquisio in the 59th minute.
Wouldn't it be crazy? Just crazy. Off the subject. Off the wall. Not off the subject. Wouldn't it be crazy if, like, Ivanovic started biting people and then Cellini started biting people?
Why are you doing this?
Wouldn't it be crazy if they turned into vampires? Like, one of them turns to stone in the sunlight on a soccer pitch. And they're like, what happened? We can't explain it. And then it's all linked back to Luis Suarez. He's the day walker.
Oh, my God. Blade 4. Blade 4, starring Luis Suarez. All right, let's get on to the game that was...
Hold on. Okay, so we're going to the matchups.
All right, go.
Japan got their butt whooped by Colombia, just like Tony said they would. Japan actually scored in this game. Japan had 23 shots, 13 of them on target. And they had 56% possession. Okay, they had bad passes in the first half. I don't think you can see it very well. Can you see it?
Hannibal Lecter.
It's Hannibal Suarez.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So Japan had possession. They looked dangerous, but their final passes in the final third couldn't do it. And then, of course, Colombia, they just counterattack.
Yeah.
They scored 4 goals. Jackson Martinez gets the start. He scores 2 goals.
Jay Rodriguez
scores.
Southampton.
90th minute goal. That was just a
That's
lovely
the
finish.
only team in the Premier League that me and Sean actually agree on that we enjoy watching. It's Southampton.
I like to say that I told Tony they were good, and then he started watching them.
I started watching Ricky Lambert. I just started watching Southampton.
Yeah.
Then I got into Jay Rodriguez, Gaston
Lallana,
Ramirez,
Adam
Morgan
Lallana.
Schneiderlin, Adam Lallana, Nathaniel Klein when he was there.
Yeah, he's still there.
Oh, he's still there.
Okay.
Whatever.
So yeah, Colombia is going to
Is
advance.
he an Englishman?
Nathaniel Klein, I believe, is an Englishman.
And why isn't he on the English roster?
I don't know.
Okay, so that sets up a Colombia-Uruguay knockout stage. So we'll get into that in a second, but I just want to let people know that Colombia will play Uruguay. Okay, so then the other game of note was England played Costa Rica. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the stats, and then we'll talk about England, because that's really what we want to talk about. Costa Rica had 4 shots. 3 of them were on target, so we only had 1 not on target. England had 8 and 3 on target. They were even with 17 fouls apiece. Corners, Costa Rica had 3. England had 7. Offsides, Costa Rica 3 times. England was only offside once. Possession was 53% for England. It's more like 50-50. Yellow cards, 2 for England, 1 for Costa Rica. So Sturridge missed 3 great chances. 3 great chances in the game. Plus, he had a penalty no call.
That was a penalty.
That's more of a penalty than the one we're going to talk about in the next game.
Yeah.
Okay. So England's record in the World Cup: 0 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. They finished with 1 point. Costa Rica's record: 2 wins, 0 losses, 1 draw.
Say it.
7 points.
Say it.
Say what?
My sleepers.
Oh, yeah, Tony sleeps. Okay, so
Oh, yeah. It
the
doesn't
line-
matter now.
yeah, no, Costa Rica.
They only won the group against England, Uruguay, and Italy.
Yeah, and we'll talk about what's going to happen in a second. England, their lineup, they got a draw against the team that was the best in the group. Okay, England's lineup. Okay, we knew Cahill and Sturridge started. They're the only 2 that kept their spots.
Yeah.
Ben Foster in goal. Chris Smalling, Luke Shaw, Phil Jones, with Cahill in the back 4. You had Ross Barkley, Adam Lallana, and Jack Wilshere and James Milner. Sturridge is a lone striker. Rooney got subbed on. Raheem Sterling got subbed on.
Gerard got subbed.
Gerard got subbed on. Lampard started. Is that Gerard Lampard or Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard's last game for England?
I think it's Frank Lampard's last game for England. I do not think it's Steven Gerrard's last game for England just because he has a lot of unfinished business in the EPL, which is going to keep him playing at a high level.
Okay. All right. So that's it. Costa Rica finished with 7 points. English with 1. Italy with 3. Uruguay with 6. That group's decided. The game that I called, and I didn't expect it to end the way it did, but I was right.
It sucked the way it ended.
Yeah. Okay, so Greece
It
beat...
sucked the way they scored both goals.
Greece scored 2. Ivory Coast scored 1. Greece beats Ivory Coast on the final stage. Samaras gets a cheap back pass from Cheek Tiote in the 42nd minute. He kind of Gerarded the ball, like Liverpool. It just kind of was going to pass it to somebody else.
You can't be playing on a national team when you're playing like that.
Yeah. And Samaras just pounces the ball, goes right by, and scores. Then Wilfred Boney gets a goal in the 74th minute off a Javinho assist. So Ivory Coast has got the draw.
That was a legitimate goal.
Okay, that was a legitimate goal. So Ivory Coast has got the draw. Then they start playing defensively. Now, in this game, Greece hit the woodwork 3 times. Plus, they had 2 injuries inside 25 minutes. So they used 2 subs inside 25 minutes. One of them was
the
the
goalie.
They had to bring up the backup goalie.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the Karagunas shot, I mean, that ball was a fraction of an inch from going in.
Yeah. So, and that was the first time they hit the woodwork. And that ball was a screamer from deep, too. So, Ivory Coast gets the equalizer. They're playing great at the time, right? They got possession. They're playing great. Then they started playing defense. And then the coach starts subbing people. So he thinks we're going through. Because Greece has kind of lost their legs at this point. He subs out this guy, subs in Giovanni Sio, and in the 90-plus first minute, actually like the 92nd, the sub, Giovanni Sino, steps on Giorgio Samaras' legs, on his ankles. He not only does he step on one foot, he also kicks the other foot behind his other foot, so the guy trips.
In the box.
While
While he's getting a pass, which creates a penalty shot.
Automatically. He interrupted the goal scorer's opportunity for the ball, and he clearly would have had the ball.
You would rather have given Copa the opportunity to save the ball.
Save that shot.
Rather than
give that up.
Yeah.
And Giorgio Samaras, they take like a minute because, players argue penalties. He scores.
Yeah.
And
Copa guessed the right way.
Copa guessed the right way. And what I want to say is that yesterday I said that Greece would win 1-0. But the reason why is because I said that Ivory Coast has a history of disappointing at World Cups and failing to make it out of the knockout stage or out of the group stage. And here again, with 3 points, all they got to do is draw or win. They disappoint, and somehow Greece advances. They got whooped by Colombia in the first game.
Yeah.
They barely drew with Japan because of 10 men. Japan probably would have lost that game if Greece played with 11 men. And then they beat Ivory Coast in the final game to finish with 4 points. So Colombia, the hottest team in the tournament, wins all 3 of their games. 9 points, plus 7 goal diff.
Yeah, the best part is that Greece, Ivory Coast, and Japan all have negative goal diffs.
Yeah, because Colombia smoked them all.
Ridiculous.
Colombia beat Ivory Coast 2-1. It beat Japan 4-1.
And Greece
3-0. Yeah. The hottest team in the group stage. Greece finished with 4 points, -2 goal
And
diff.
they're doing it without Falcao.
Falcao. Like I said, Jackson Martinez got a start today, and he had 2 goals. Puts his name on the score sheet like that, and that's a good striker. Plays for FC Porto. Ivory Coast finished with 3 points, -1 goal diff. And Japan, my dark horse, 1 point. I think the 2 heartbreakers to start the tournament killed them.
Yeah.
They couldn't beat Greece with 10 men. They lost the heartbreaker in the opener against Ivory Coast. I think that just killed everything about them.
Here's the best part. My dark horse is going to play Greece in the
Yeah.
knockout
So
stage.
let's go to that. Okay, so we've been to games recaps. So let's just go through what we know already, and then we'll go through today.
Sure.
So we know Brazil and Chile are going to play. Okay, this is going to be Saturday at 9 a.m. Brazil, Chile. Okay, then later on Saturday, you're going to have Colombia, Uruguay. Uruguay will not have Luis Suarez.
Hell no!
Unless FIFA is the most corrupt organization in the world and they don't suspend Luis Suarez
Which
immediately.
is very likely.
It's more than likely. It's like is a frog's butt watertight? That's how likely it is. Okay?
Does a zebra have stripes?
Yeah. How many licks does it take to get to the center of Tootsie Pop?
3.
1, 2, 3. That's how many times he bit him.
I know.
He's the owl. The third time he bites.
Those first 2 weren't licks, buddy.
All right, so we got Brazil versus Chile, and we're going to do the bracket, just so you guys know. I don't know if you can see this very well, but we have the bracket. I know you guys can't see it that well, but we have the bracket. So Brazil plays Chile, Colombia plays Uruguay on Saturday. The winner of those games will play each other. So you could potentially have a Brazil-Colombia, or by all means, you could also have Brazil, Uruguay, or Chile, Uruguay. But the point is these are all CONMEBOL teams, South American teams. So the quarterfinal is a guaranteed all South American quarterfinal.
You act like you're surprised.
No, I'm not. But we had the possibility of Italy going through and Netherlands being in second place, of seeing these South American versus European teams all over the tournament.
Look,
And
bro,
so
what
far
you're
that's not
seeing
happening.
now is the guys who are younger, they're coming up and they're being the guys that are stronger. Italy's getting old. Daniele De Rossi didn't even start because he had a hamstring injury. Guys like Andre Pirlo, they're not getting it done anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They got it done against England, and that was it.
Well, everybody got it done against England, apparently.
Okay, so then the other games that we know, Netherlands versus Mexico. Okay, that's going to be a good matchup.
Not really.
No,
Netherlands going to smoke them.
No, it's not. Not going to happen.
Yep.
Ochoa. Then, because of today's results, we're going to see Costa Rica versus Greece. Costa Rica has never won the group. They've only made it to the knockout stage once before. Now it's twice.
And they're
they get
about to make
Greece.
to the quarters.
They get to play Greece. Okay, so that's going to be an interesting matchup because here's that. Remember what I talked about, the form thing? All it takes is one bad game, and Greece is in the quarterfinals. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
No, it's not.
I'm just saying that's the type of stuff that happens in World Cups. Okay, so Netherlands. Let's say they do beat Mexico. Netherlands, Costa Rica, very intriguing matchup.
Not really. Netherlands will stomp on them. They'll go easily into the semis
Okay. All right, so then
and play France.
the games that we don't know, but we're predicting tomorrow's games. Okay, just so you guys know, we've got Nigeria versus Argentina and Bosnia versus Iran in the morning, 9 a.m. So I've got Nigeria beating Argentina 1-0. Argentina and Nigeria advance.
Okay, I got it 2-0 the other way. I think Argentina smokes Nigeria, has 60+% possession, and wins the game easily.
Okay.
On a Messi goal, obviously.
Bosnia versus Iran. I've got Bosnia winning their only game 3-0.
I've got Bosnia continuing to show their terrible form, and Zeko not doing jack, and Iran actually pulling something out of their ass and winning 1-0.
That would send Iran through.
Would send Iran through.
Okay, so on the bracket.
If Argentina held 2-0,
yeah, if
it would go on goal dip.
Okay. Then in the late games in Group E, we have Honduras versus Switzerland. Me and Tony, we have no disruptions or no argument about this. I got Swiss winning 4-0. Tony's got them winning 3-0. Honduras is the worst team
in the World Cup. Period.
They're worse than England. And that's a hard statement to say.
Shut up.
Japan and England finished with the same amount of points.
Honduras isn't going to finish with that. Honduras and Australia are going to be the only ones that finish with 0
points. Then you have France and Ecuador. I got France winning 5-1. Tony's got them 4-1. I believe France is the best team in the tournament. I got France going to the final.
I think France is very good. However, I think they're going to run into a Holland team that is a little better.
All right, so here's what you can see happening. Okay. Argentina versus Switzerland, which would be on Monday. This would be this coming Monday, coming up. Argentina, Switzerland in the knockout stage.
Well, it's not set in stone yet.
No, it's not set in stone.
Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, right. So Argentina versus Switzerland is a potential matchup. Another potential matchup is France versus either Iran or Nigeria. Easy win for France, right? Not going to say it's easy win because it's a soccer game. Anything can happen, but it's good for France. Okay. The games that we don't know is the places of Germany, USA, Ghana, Portugal. Okay. Or the second place, because we got Belgium winning.
Yeah, without a doubt.
So we got Belgium playing either USA, Germany, or Ghana, or Portugal, whoever gets second place. Okay, most likely, hopefully, the United States. We could see a Belgium, USA. You could see any of those teams.
Yeah. I mean, that would suck just because, that's our likely matchup if we come in second, which it looks like that's what's going to happen. Unless we beat Germany.
After Greece winning today, I don't even know.
Yeah, you never know.
I can see.
But I can see, yeah. USA played Belgium in a friendly, and Belgium just laid it on us. Bad.
If USA whoops Germany and Ghana whoops Portugal,
then we get Algeria.
You could see Ghana and USA in.
Okay.
If Greece can advance after losing their first 2 games and then beating a team like Ivory Coast, anything is possible now.
No, I agree.
Just like Iran. I don't argue with you.
All we have to do, in my opinion, is if we beat Germany, we set ourselves up for a great quarterfinal or for a great knockout stage, maybe even a quarterfinal. Because if we beat Germany, we'll play Algeria
or Russia, because they play each other.
Or Russia,
Algeria or Russia plays each other. The winner.
And I'd rather play either of those two teams than Belgium.
That's right. Okay, so which is interesting because let's say Germany wins the group, okay, and they beat Algeria or Russia, right? You could see an Algeria-Germany quarterfinal, which would be a good matchup, which means that you've got one European team potentially for the semis in the top. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Cannonball teams going into that knockout stage on that side of the bracket. It's tough for Germany. That's tough for Germany. Now on the other side, it's all European and CONCACAF. You got Mexico, Costa Rica, USA potentially second place. You got Belgium and France and Netherlands. So you got 3 and 3. Well, Greece counts as a European team too, but we're not giving them a shot at nothing.
Dude, I would just love to see when it goes to the knockout stage. I would just love to see the Giants fall one by one by one by one by one.
So let's say USA plays Belgium.
Did you really just interrupt me during that?
I'm just saying. I know. I would love to see the Giants fall, but I'm trying to see. I want to see a South American team versus a European team in the final because no European team has ever won a World Cup when it's been played in South America.
Right, you don't want to see US in the final?
No, I want to see a European.
I gotcha.
South American final. Okay. So
Let's
here's
be
the thing.
realistic.
So let's
Let's
say
be Jurgen Klinsmann.
let's say Netherlands goes through to the semis, right? Let's say they beat Mexico, they beat Costa Rica, Greece, whatever, right? Netherlands in the semis. Okay. If the USA makes it and then we lose to Belgium and it's France-Belgium, I would like to see a France-Netherlands semis, an Argentina-Brazil semi, because that guarantees my matchups.
That's fine. I'd love to see Chile knock out Brazil because they have the opportunity
Yes, they do.
or the talent to do that. Also, Colombia, being the hottest team in the tournament,
Yeah, they
can come out and knock out Brazil in the quarterfinals.
And Uruguay, without their star player, they could be united as a team. Diego Forlan, Edison Cavani, Maxi Pereira will get the start. Fernando Muslera. I mean, we got guys that could step up. So it's not like these teams, because in the face of adversity, teams tend to.
You know what the great thing is what you could see is if Germany loses to the U.S. on Thursday, you can see U.S. play Lionel Messi in the quarterfinals, which would be awesome.
Awesome.
It would be awesome to see. I don't know how the result would turn out,
Yeah,
but it would be awesome to watch.
Hey, if I was Klinsmann, I'd take a page out of Iran. Just drop 10 people back and counterattack. Because if we can counterattack, we know how to counterattack.
Yeah, we got speed.
We got speed. And potentially, if we do make it to the knockout stages, we could see the return of Josie Altidore. In other sports news, LeBron James has opted out of his contract with Miami Heat, which doesn't really mean anything because they could sign him to a hometown deal, 5-year max contract, or he could go somewhere else like Chicago or Cleveland or the LA Clippers, or the LA Lakers, or the New York Knicks.
Or any team he picks.
Or, yeah, any team, teams that want to pair him and Carmelo Anthony together, right? Somebody that's already got a star player.
Yeah.
They can make their own big three, a new big three.
Yeah, the thing is, for LeBron, I mean, there's just not a lot of room on the Heat right now to have the big three and a supporting cast. It's basically just the big three and a terrible bench.
The question I have,
especially because Battier left.
The question I have for you.
Oh, great.
Is his wife put on Instagram a picture of Akron, Ohio, and it said hashtag 330 days.
It was.
Are they going back to Cleveland?
No, they went back to Cleveland for their summer home. That's
Okay.
what that's what the thing. Did you read
Okay.
further into that?
No. I want to see him. I said he wanted to go back to Cleveland. I want to see him back to Cleveland.
I don't want to see him back in Cleveland.
Hey, Cleveland
They got the number one pick again. By
all
the
those
way.
guys that burnt their jerseys are like, dang it! I gotta buy another one because they will.
Dude, I'd love to see Melo and LeBron with D Rose and Noah.
Okay, so let's go back to soccer. This is the question of the day. This is what I want to ask you. I told you I had a question for you.
Okay.
You're gonna light up. Okay, so with the Suarez incident, we know he's gonna face some sort of suspension, right? Is not the greatest signing of the summer Ricky Lambert to Liverpool? Was Ricky Lambert going to start with Daniel Sturridge all season in the EPL? Is that not awesome? I told you to get that look.
No, I did get the look out of my face. I did get the look. But I got that look earlier in the week when you said Suarez would get sold.
Yeah.
Now it's almost indefinite that he might start.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if he gets sold or not. He's not playing for Liverpool, right?
No.
Ricky Lambert and Daniel Sturridge, England teammates. Ooh, doggy. So Liverpool's.
You know what?
What are they
are 10 times worse without Suarez, but it's 10 times more fun to watch Ricky Lambert.
So what do they finish on the table at? They finished second this year. What do they finish next year?
Not second. Without Louis Suarez, they finish 4th or 5th. With Louis Suarez, they have a chance to win the whole damn thing. If Steven Gerrard doesn't fall on his ass.
All right, so let me ask you this: does Ricky Lambert make any noise in Champions League?
As a sub.
Why not? Who's going to be the starting striker? They play two strikers, remember?
Okay, if Suarez plays.
Oh, Suarez is not going to play for Liverpool. You think the Fenway Sports Group, who lives in America, has been watching this ESPN coverage? Is like, yeah, we want to keep the guy that's bit somebody twice on our watch.
I don't know, man. We haven't seen him play in a thing like that. I mean, you've seen Ricky Lambert play in what? The N-Power Championship when it was still around?
He won the Golden Boot for all three divisions.
I understand.
And then came to the EPL, and people were like, he's too old. And he led Southampton to a top 10 finish. He led him to a top 10 finish this year. He scores over 15 goals every year.
He didn't really lead Southampton because he did come in as the sub a lot.
This year because they got Jay Rodriguez now.
And Gaston.
They didn't have. Well, Gaston's a winger. But I'm saying, Ricky Lambert is tight.
But,
he's a tight player. He's on my
here's a question
team.
for me, though. Okay, here's my question to you, which will maybe get you, little bug eye. Without Luis Suarez, Ricky Lambert provided depth. Okay? So now you have Ricky Lambert moving up. No Luis Suarez. Where's the depth? Who the hell is their next striker?
They're probably going to sign somebody. That's how we'll know if he's not going to be on the team.
Yeah, okay.
Because the transfer window's July 1st.
Yeah, okay. I agree.
They're gonna sign somebody if they.
Well, they're gonna have to if Louis Suarez is not gonna play.
Hey, lifetime ban.
Because you're gonna have to. If Lambert starts, he's not a 90-minute player now. He has to come out.
You got Sturridge.
He's old.
Yep.
He has to come out.
Yeah.
Unless you switch to a one-striker set, he has to come out, and somebody else has to come in. I don't know who that is.
Fabio Barini.
He's on loan from somewhere. From
That's
Sunderland.
That's what loans are for. Is you call him back?
Well. No. I'm saying Sunderland loaned him to Liverpool.
No. Liverpool loaned him
To Sunderland?
to Sunderland. Yeah.
Well, he's still
Pablo
Sunderland right now.
Asvaldo was the opposite.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, and he's in Juventus now.
I'm Tony Gaglione.
I'm Sean Adams. I like to see Carlos Tevez come to Liverpool.
I would never watch Liverpool again.
Scarface.
Maybe you got